So ever since Shannon Sharpe went viral with his sex tape, ESPN has been doing a lot of damage control with excuses. And when I say ESPN, you know who I'm talking about. Welcome to Gerald Khalil's Conversation Piece. I share my thoughts on social content in sports, politics, and entertainment. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So a few days ago, Shannon Sharpe went viral when he accidentally posted an IG live of him getting it on with a significant other. Since making that mistake, he has gone on his podcast to apologize, and he says that he's embarrassed about the whole situation. Now, his employer, ESPN, has decided not to fire Sharpe, though we don't know of any reprimands behind the scenes. Now, I'm not advocating in any way that he should be fired, but it seems hypocritical when Paul Pierce, who once worked for ESPN, he got into a similar situation, got fired, and that's just something I'm not going to get into here. But this is where I have a problem. There's been all sorts of excuses for the man, led by none other than ESPN's mouthpiece, Stephen A. Smith. Let's check out the audio of his position, and then I'll come back and give you the reasons why.
Mr. Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe, that's where I'm going to start today because he was trending all over the damn place this week for a pretty interesting reason. Now, I was minding my own business when my phone started blowing up. And I was getting texts all over the place, text messages all over the place. Everybody calling. Oh, you see what's happening? You see what's happening? I didn't know what the hell was going on about Shannon Sharpe until I saw what I saw. And shall I say, a certain video of him doing some things, okay? Let me just say he may want to change the name of his show from Club Shay Shay to Club Sunhouse. I don't know where to go with this. Here's the deal. Because obviously, I've spoken to him. He is my colleague on First Take, somebody that I brought over to the show last year, who's done a phenomenal job since he's arrived. And I'm incredibly appreciative of not just the partnership that we've developed, but the friendship as well. And he called me about what happened, let me know what was transpiring, and was letting me know that he was going to let the world know what transpired as well. Shannon Sharpe was having sex. That's what he was doing. Okay? He's getting it in. It's just that it wasn't for everybody to know. And evidently, he was on Instagram Live and didn't know. And as a result, although no video was seen, thank the good Lord, we heard quite a bit. And so initially he thought his stuff was hacked, and then obviously he came out and told what transpired. And that was that. And from that point forward, you've had people speculating as to whether or not he was going to get fired. Was he going to get suspended, et cetera, et cetera. Again, he works on First Take. I'm the executive producer for First Take. So if something was going to happen to him with regards to ESPN, I'd be one of the first to know. I was on the phone with the bosses yesterday, and nothing's going to happen, to be honest with you, because nothing should happen. Let me be the first to say that Shannon Sharpe committed no crime. It wasn't some sex tape that he meant for everybody to hear. That's not how he rolls. I've gotten to know him personally. That's not who he is. That's not how he rolls. Okay? So let me get that out the way first. And if something had happened where he was going to be in a world of trouble, I would have fought like hell to make sure nothing came of it, because again, there's no video and he was living his private life and it was a mistake. And if you know anything about Shannon, trust me and believe it was a mistake, because not only is he incredibly private, he's incredibly clueless when it comes to using social media. He has a team that does that for him. That's not what Shannon Sharpe does. Shannon Sharpe will tell you what he wants tweeted. He will tell you what he wants posted on IG. He will tell you what he wants on Facebook or something like that. But he damn sure ain't doing it himself. That's not what he does. He's not technologically astute in that way. A lot of people aren't. He's one of those people, okay? I know his team. I know him personally. I've seen him all the time because when he shows up to First Take, they are with him. When he goes anywhere, they are with him. There's a cadre of people that show up with him. When he shows up to games and stuff like that, they are with him. He ain't rolling by himself. They come with him. He's got a social media person. He's got a photographer. He's got all of that. He don't mind people filming him and tweeting for him and constantly being a conspicuous presence on social media. He likes that stuff. He's not like me in that regard. We're both very, very private, but I don't have a desire to have all of that around me. He loves it. Okay? But they're professionals that handle his business. But they ain't going to be there when he getting down. He ain't going to have him in the room when he getting down now. He going to do that in private. Okay? And I assure you, I'm here. I'm telling you right now, I wasn't there, obviously. But based on the Shannon Sharpe that I know, I can promise you, when that brother says he didn't know he was on IG Live, he didn't know. Because there's very little he knows about social media. He knows what he says because he's instructed his team to post what he said. But in terms of technologically implementing something himself, no. That's not Shannon. That's not Shannon. So make no mistake, he was telling the whole truth. But I want to get to a bigger portion of this story that I wanted to say. He says he was embarrassed. I saw him on Nightcap last night with Ocho Cinco. He says he was embarrassed. I believe him because he don't want people in his business, number one. Number two, he don't want people trying to figure out who he was with and bothering that person. That's true. Number three, Shannon Sharpe is a big-time family man. And so for me personally, I'm just looking at people and I'm like, why y'all tripping? Why everybody acting like, he did something wrong? I'm not saying it was right to get caught on audio, getting it in like that, but because it's none of anybody's business. But if it was an accident, it was an accident. I just thought it was important to point this out. So long as it was an accident, the man did absolutely nothing wrong. So people blowing up my phone, asking me, is he going to get fired and all of this other stuff? No, I spoke to the honchos. He ain't getting fired. It ain't going down like that. That's not going to happen. He's going to be here. He's going to be right on First Take Monday and Tuesday.
So you heard the audio. Excuses galore. If it was anyone else outside of maybe Donald Trump or say Bill Clinton, that person would have been fired. But because it's Shannon Sharpe and he brings in X amount of viewers to ESPN, which equates to X amount of dollars, the only way Sharpe was going to get fired is if he raped or killed somebody. So let's look at some numbers since Sharpe joined ESPN. Now, these are the viewing figures of First Take, the ESPN show that Sharpe co-hosts, courtesy of the U.S. Sun. The weekday ESPN debate show averaged 496,000 viewers in 2023, making it the most watched year in program history. Note that Sharpe joined the network in 2023. Its December average of 611,000 was a 24% year-on-year increase compared to 2022. The show also reported more than 250 million views on YouTube. First Take was helped by the addition of Shannon Sharpe alongside Stephen A. Smith and Molly Querom after he left Fox Sports Undisputed. So all of this is about viewers, which means more sponsors, which means, yes, you guessed it, more money. That's the reason for the excuses. You see Shannon's impact on the network. Heck, you saw what happened to FS1's Undisputed when he left. He went down the tubes. Skip Bayless ended up getting fired over his demise. Now, going back to the Paul Pierce situation, the executives at ESPN probably discussed at their meeting. It went something like this. So how's our revenue since we've added Paul Pierce? Has he increased our viewership? Sponsors? No? Well, given the circumstances, I think we should just cut bait. On the other hand, with Sharpe, hey guys, give him a break. It was a mistake. Plus, it's not like he killed anyone. Plus, he brings in a lot of viewers. And you know what that means? More sponsors, more revenue. So respectfully to Stephen A., let's try and be honest here. It's all about the money. Please leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.